In the early 19th century, a wave of independence swept across the Americas. But as new nations were born, the shadow of European empires still loomed large. The question was, would the Old World try to reclaim the new? In his 1823 address to Congress, President James Monroe delivered a landmark declaration. This statement, later known as the Monroe Doctrine, was a bold message to Europe. It declared that the American continents were henceforth not to be considered as subjects for future colonization by any European powers. The doctrine established two separate spheres of influence. The U.S. pledged not to interfere in European affairs, and in return, European powers were warned not to meddle in the politics of the Americas. It was a clear line in the sand, a foundational principle of American foreign policy. For nearly a century, the doctrine was largely symbolic. But by the early 1900s, a powerful United States gave it teeth. President Theodore Roosevelt added his own corollary, which dramatically reinterpreted the policy. He argued the U.S. had the right to act as an international police power in the hemisphere, justifying interventions in countries like Santo Domingo, Nicaragua, and Haiti to protect American interests. The doctrine's most dramatic test came in 1962. When the Soviet Union placed nuclear missiles in Cuba, President John F. Kennedy invoked its principles. He framed the Soviet action as a hostile intrusion into the Western Hemisphere, justifying a naval quarantine that brought the world to the brink of nuclear war before the missiles were withdrawn. From a warning against colonialism to a justification for intervention and a tool in Cold War diplomacy, the Monroe Doctrine has evolved dramatically. For 200 years, it has remained a central and often controversial tenet of U.S. foreign policy, shaping the destiny of the Western Hemisphere.